So hi guys, welcome back to another Gab's cryptocurrency video where we trade by data and not by hype. And today, aabangan natin ang ating first monthly candle close dito sa Bitcoin price. So today, aabangan din natin ano pa ba yung magiging price action natin. Titingnan din natin yung update for the Bitcoin logarithmic growth curve. And itong isang video na ginawa ng Crypto Query University about the 1.5x multiple na possible maging bottom or floor ng ating correction. So if you want to know more, stay tuned and watch the rest of the video. So right now, we are actually waiting out for this first monthly candle close ng ating correction. And as you can see, we have had a red month. So this is our second red month in a row. And this is the first red month during our correction. And this signifies that it could be a big correction, just like what happened last 2013. So last 2013, we had two straight red months. So the first red month was a small candle, and then the other red month was a big candle to the downside. So we are actually seeing the same right now. Marami nagsasabi na almost the same yung 2013 and 2020, 2021 market cycle dahil daw yung biglang pump and nagkaroon ng correction halfway through the cycle. So yun yung sinasabi nila na almost the same with the 2013 market cycle. And after that, so let's dive into the Bitcoin short term. So as you can see, we are now at 7 a.m. and at our last candle, and we are waiting for the next Bitcoin price move on what will happen. But currently, last night we had a big and sudden drop to the downside up to the 34,000 US dollar area. And as you can see, yung ating fina-follow na strong support area have held strong. Makita mo na itong 33,000 to 35,000 US dollars ay isang strong support area kung bumabagsak si Bitcoin price kahit mag-go below down tayo. Halos lahat ng mga solid candles natin ay nagka-close within this red support area. And we have had that yesterday. And sa ngayon, nandito na tayo ngayon sa 37,000 area. And other than that, nagpo-form din tayo ng isang symmetric triangle which could either break to the upside to 47,000 and the other one could break down to 25,000. But take note, guys, anything that is happening between the 33 and 41,000 area are all just noise. So regardless kung ano mangyari dito, even though na may symmetric triangle tayo, possible na hindi ito ma-form out kasi puro noise lang yung nangyayari between the 33 and 41,000. So technical analysis might be irrelevant in here other than the moving average and RSI, volume, and the support and resistance area. So yun yung possible na pwede natin tingnan ngayon dito for the meantime. But for now, we have a symmetric triangle and we'll see what will this plays out. We are also waiting for 8 a.m. kasi yun yung ating monthly candle close. So 8 a.m. will decide what will happen and if the next candle will be green or red. So how are you guys? I hope you're doing well. And yeah, let's try to look at the weekly time frame. So ito yung inabangan natin kahapon guys. So weekly time frame, nagkaroon tayo ng first candle close, the green. And then the second ngayon is we are now having this green candle indicating na we are starting to do a recovery to the bull market support band, which is the 21-week EMA. So just a quick review, ang 21-week EMA is it is the past average of the Bitcoin price for the past 21 weeks exponentially. So if ever na hindi nyo alam ano ibig sabihin ng EMA, it's exponential moving average. So pwede na siya i-add dito by going to the indicators and then exponential, moving average exponential. So that's how you add the moving average. And then you just have to click setting and then inputs, change it to 21. And then it will start printing after the first 21 weeks. So that's Bitcoin for the weekly time frame. Let's also look at the update for the Bitcoin logarithmic growth curve. So if you can see this, we are following this market cycle trend, which happens every 4 years, and it's a super cycle. So currently, we are at the halfway base point. Makikita mo na we are getting this bounce at the Fibonacci 382 deviation. So it's actually getting a bounce in here, but I'm expecting some movement like mag siguro maglalaro muna tayo around this area for a reaccumulation phase. And as you can see, the longer that we delay the market cycle movement, the higher our market cycle top goes. So correction and dumps are a good thing. As you can see, by September, we are expecting a maximum market cycle top of 127,000 US dollars. So right now we are still on track talaga for this bull market. Let's also look at the Pi cycle top indicator. So just another review, ibig sabihin ng pag nasa taas si green, it indicates that we are in a bull market. And if nag-cross na si orange sa taas, that would indicate that is the start of a bear market. So just a quick view at this area. So if nasa taas tayo, that's a bull market, yung green. Tingnan mo to, nasa taas si green. And then pag nag-cross si Pi cycle top indicator, that would indicate that we are having a bearish move or it's a bear market. So let's try to look at the current price action kung ano ba yung piniprint out ngayon ni Pi cycle top indicator. And as you can see, the Pi cycle top indicator did not cross for the past few weeks. And you'll also notice that the green is still above and we are still, this is saying that we are still bullish for the midterm. And the price is not showing it, but it could it could actually go down anytime soon, or it could push the price, it could pull the prices up para umakit na yung mga prices at masundan niya yung Pi cycle top indicator. So, yun yung ating tinitingnan na data model lately. Lastly is the crypto fear and greed index. We are still in extreme fear. Mas bagsak pa din tayo. And if you'll correlate this to the crypto fear and greed index, makita mo yung kanyang correlation. Yung pagbagsak natin ngayon ay nagkaroon na extreme fear sa ating market. And historically, if may extreme fear tayo, yun yung ating lowest point of the market, extreme fear, at possible tayo na mag-pump up to the extreme greed area. And the last time that we had that extreme fear was last coronavirus dump, which is March, around this area. This one. So yun yung fear and greed index. We should always buy at the extremely fearful level. So yeah, that's the Bitcoin price for today, the update. And let's try to look for the shorter time frame. Let's try to analyze what will happen next. So right now we have this symmetric triangle. If this plays out, and let's say this is not a noise, kasi nga 'di ba, sabi natin anything that is happening between 33 and 41,000 are just noise. If this is not a noise, we could actually see a pump from this point of breakout up to the $47,000, and that's actually created by getting the support and resistance of this symmetric triangle up to the point of breakout. Same goes sa bottom part, support and resistance ng symmetric triangle, point of breakout, and a possible move up to 25,000 if that plays out. So it's a 50-50 decision kung ano man mangyari mamaya. And if it's not a symmetric triangle, it could either be a bear flag. So if it's a bear flag, you could actually get the pole, and then you have to put the pole at the possible point of breakout. And the pole would indicate that we are going to a Bitcoin move of up to around this area. So 11,000 to 12, 14,000. But believe me, this is very unlikely na magkaroon ng bear flag at this time. It's because kung titingnan natin sila, ibang time frame, tingnan nyo itong 4-hour chart. We are getting oversold in the 4-hour chart. So we had this bullish divergence, and yung sinabi natin bullish divergence last time, and it actually played out. Makita mo na magkaroon tayo ng increasing RSI with a declining price. Thus, nag-play out yung ating trend reversal for a short time in the short term. And then now we are also getting a longer bullish divergence. So it's possible na baka magkaroon tayo ng pump na tayo anytime soon if this plays out. RSI is also crossing, indicating na we could get a possible move to the upside. But yeah, we have this moving average na kailangan natin ma-break muna, which is the 50 moving average in the 4-hour time frame. So if we break this, and then that's the only time where we can say na we are getting bullish again. So it should break. We could say na if we break this, we could have this type of movement, and then the moving average would move like this. And then we could just retest maybe the moving average from time to time before going back and get maybe a rejection at a higher level, let's say at the $60,000 area. So yeah, that's what we could expect in the following weeks. So tandaan nyo guys, na second week pa lang tayo ng correction, and masyado pang maagat para magsabi na tayo ay mag-recover na. And then let's try to look at the daily time frame. So at the daily time frame, ang mahalagang indicator dito is yung 200-day moving average and the 50-day moving average. So if nag-cross to, it would indicate that we are getting a death cross, indicating na that's a bearish move. Kasi kung titingnan mo noong previous market cycle, noong nag-cross na yung yellow line dito, nagkaroon tayo ng bearish move. Pero that's not always the case kasi nga, nagkaroon din tayo dito ng movement, nagkaroon ng cross. And that also did not indicate a bear market, but nagkaroon siya ng bearish move. Pero if nag-cross pataas, that's what you call the golden cross. So a golden cross is where the 50-day moving average crosses above the 200 moving average. It would indicate a bull market, but sometimes it's not very long term kasi nga dito, nakita mo, nagkaroon din tayo ng a brief bull market at this area during 2019, and it ended quite significantly. So this time around May, nagkaroon din tayo ulit ng golden cross, which indicated a bullish move, which lasted for about almost a year actually, kasi ngayon nandito na tayo sa May ulit, and we are still not getting another cross. But yeah, we are now moving upward for the daily time frame. Makikita mo na yung ating movement for the price action is getting stronger, and we were actually rejected by the 200-day moving average, kaya we went down back to the support area. And if that's the case, we could actually see na we could actually pump again up to this moving average area, and then maybe test this out for following days. And pansinin nyo to guys, habang tumatagal tayo dito sa ating movement, natin, yung ating moving average is getting higher by the day. So last week, ang moving average natin for the 200-day moving average was 39,000. By the time na maabutan natin siya, it would be $41,000. So what does this tells us? The support and resistance area are getting higher day by day as long as we are getting this good movement And kung titingnan mo historically, the 200-day moving average, when it started printing out, it acts as a strong, it should act as a strong support if titingnan natin yung ibang market cycle. Dito kasi, ang tagal na natin hindi na-touch yung ating 200-day moving average. So yeah, that's Bitcoin for the daily time frame. And lastly, for the weekly time frame, let's look at the 21-week EMA kasi that's our bull market support band. And let's hide some other. Let's hide this 50. So yeah, this is the bull market support band. And as you can see, we are actually getting a strong rebound right now, similar to what happened to the 2020 coronavirus dump. So this is actually puro good news ngayon kay Bitcoin. And yeah, that's what we have been seeing lately. So other than that, let's try to look at other altcoins such as Ethereum. So if titingnan natin si weekly time frame ni Ethereum, we are actually on a strong movement for Ethereum. Let's look at the 21-week EMA. So the 21-week EMA and the 20 moving average indicates our bull market support band. And kung papansin ninyo, we are still above the bull market support band and it did not close below any time. Actually, for the whole bull market, we did not went down the bull market support band for Ethereum, indicating na Ethereum has been very strong. This bull market support for this bull market ni Ethereum ay naging very strong and it have held every time na we went down and test it. So it's very similar to what Bitcoin did in the 2017 market cycle. If titingnan mo yung previous cycle natin, we went down ilang beses dun sa ating bull market support band. And that's what we have been saying. The current Ethereum is always a market cycle behind Bitcoin. If you are comparing this 2017 market cycle and titingnan mo yung current market cycle Ethereum, it's almost identical. So if history is any indication, the 2017 market cycle for Bitcoin is a good basis for Ethereum. So that's what we could expect for Ethereum. In the other, siguro in the following days, we could see Ethereum go back and maybe I think it will consolidate if Bitcoin decides to pump pa. Pero as long as Bitcoin is not making any significant all-time high, I think Ethereum will still pump to the upside, stronger and far better than other altcoins. So another altcoin to watch out for is Cardano price action. So let's look at Cardano in a bigger time frame. And if you've been following Cardano, we have been following Cardano for ilang weeks na. And especially nung time na joke pa ng mga taon na itong Cardano is a stable coin kasi pump dump daw siya. Well, it's not kasi nga nasa reaccumulation phase tayo ngayon noon doon. Pero now we are breaking out. So look at this massive pump for Cardano. And if you are going to look at the weekly time frame and check the bull market support band, Cardano has actually not went down below the bull market support band ever since. Tingnan niyo siya. Same with Ethereum, never siya bumaba ng bull market support band this bull market. So what does this indicate? It indicates a strong structure for the Cardano price movement, and we might actually see this play out throughout the days. So if I were you, I would not sell any Ethereum and Cardano for the time being. Siguro if we are already entering at this area of the Bitcoin price, pag nandun na tayo sa $60,000 area, that's where I'm considering na mag-start ako mag-take profit and then move it partially to Bitcoin. So let's try to look Cardano in the short term. So for Cardano in the short term, it is still actually highly dependent on the Bitcoin price pa din. Pero Yeah, I think that's it. And the key resistance that we need to break is this. But we are currently breaking out of this resistance, and that's actually a good move. So we could also make a case that this is a symmetric triangle. And if this is a symmetric triangle na nagpa-play out, we could actually get the target of this Cardano price from the point of breakout. So we could see a 2.4 Cardano so anytime soon in the future, and 2.4 is the same as our all-time high. So this is a very realistic target if you're going to ask me. So yeah, that's Cardano for the short term. And then let's look at the Ethereum short term movement din para alam din natin saan tayo papunta doon. So this is Ethereum for the short term, and then ang dami nating support and resistance area, so try natin siya tanggalin. And i-refresh natin yung ating Fibonacci area, Fibonacci retracement natin kasi nasa next level na tayo ng ating market. So let's try to fix this. And then let's create a Fibonacci. To create a Fibonacci retracement, you just have to select this tool. It's this one, and then Fibonacci retracement. And then you plot the Fibonacci by getting the all-time high or kung saan nag-end yung bull run up to the lowest point. So lowest point, lowest wick. So from wick to wick, yung ating Fibonacci retracement. So there you have it. Ito na yung ating Fibonacci targets natin. And first of all, our target is the $4,400 area, which is the previous all-time high. So we could expect major resistance for Ethereum at around 2,700 US dollars and at around 3,000 US dollars, just like last time. So yun yung mga expected resistance, especially the $2,900 area. But for now, I think Ethereum is creating an ascending triangle. Kasi kung titingnan mo to, we are forming this big ascending triangle. And an ascending triangle would indicate now we are going for a bullish move, and the next price action for this is by getting the resistance up to the support and then putting it at the possible point of breakout. And that would take us to around $3,900 Cardano for Ethereum for the midterm kasi medyo malayo siya and masyadong malaki yung triangle na to para masabi natin short term. So that's what you should expect for the following days for Ethereum. And I think that's it for Bitcoin and Ethereum. So ano pa ba yung gusto natin pag-usapan? Pag-usapan din natin yung first day of the month price action. So the first day of the month has always been a significant move for all coins. And it's not only limited to the first day of the month, it's actually both in the days, it's actually before and after the first day where we are seeing massive move. So let's look at historical data if we can. So this is so let's try to look at April 1. So in April 1, we actually had this massive move from 59,000 up to $65,000. Nagkaroon din tayo ng move noong March 1 from $45,000 up to $61,000, 37%. Same goes with February. February 1 was also a pump. So this was February 1. We went up 77% for Bitcoin. And then January 1 was around this price. at $28,000 up to $41,000. And it took us siguro a week or ilang days bago tayo nakapunta doon. And the May one was actually a smaller pump. If you're going to look at this, we just went up 4% up for this pump noong May 1. This is the first and the smallest pump na nakuha natin for the Bitcoin price. But let's look at Ethereum naman. So ito yung kailangan nyo makita guys kay Ethereum. So every first day of the month ni Ethereum ay nagiging significant pump. So let's try to look at May 1. May 1, nagpump tayo kay Ethereum for 60%. April 1, nagpump na tayo kay Ethereum for around 36%. March 1, nagpump tayo kay Ethereum, 39%. And then February 1, nagpump din tayo kay Ethereum ng February 1 for at least 62%. And then January 1, 95%. So, nakikita nyo na ngayon, nagkakaroon tayo ng pump every first day. Pero tandaan nyo guys, other than this, meron pa tayong possible na pwedeng hindi mangyari, which is yung ating June, July, August na return of June, July, August returns na lowest point ang June, July, and August for the crypto market. So, kailangan natin siya i-consider din. So, if nag-play out yung low returns every June, July, August, our pump might actually be smaller or it might not even happen dito sa first day of the month. Kasi if you're going to look at historical data, every June, July, August ay nagiging weaker months for the crypto market. So this is June, July, August. You have another June, July, August in here. So this is another June, July, August. And then another June, July, August. June, July, August. So mapapansin nyo guys na every June, July, August, yun yung weaker returns ng ating crypto market. So there are two things na we are watching out for this month. First is the first day of the month pump, if it did play out or if it will play out. The second thing is the weaker returns every June, July, August. So we'll have to see what will the market do for this June, July, August area or the summer months ng western part of the globe. So right now, at the weekly time frame, we are getting a good pump. Same goes with the hourly time frame. May good movement tayo heading into the daily candle close. Same goes with Ethereum and Cardano. And yeah, let's try to look at this video din na pinost ni Crypto Crew University na sinasabi niya na nagkakaroon tayo ng diminishing returns every market cycle. Same goes with Benjamin Cohen na sinasabi niya na every time na nagkakaroon tayo ng market cycle move, nagkakaroon tayo ng diminishing return and nakakalculate nila yung next or possible bottom point by getting the base multiple of the previous market cycle. Ano ba ibig sabihin nun? So, ibig sabihin nun, every market cycle, nagdi-diminish yung ating multiple and yung multiple na yun, ginagamit natin siya para malaman yung next bottom out or next floor price ng Bitcoin price. So, noong 2014, nagkaroon tayo ng 10x multiple. So, 10x multiple yung, actually noon, hindi pa nila alam na kung anong multiple siya. Nalaman lang nila kung ano yung multiple noong napunta na sa second market cycle. So, 10x was actually from the 2012 or 2011 market cycle. And kaya nakuha nila yung 10x kasi it's a 10,000x move. And then dito, 4x, 4x is actually 4 times the all-time high. So, tingnan natin siya sa trading view. So, ang ang price natin noong all-time high noong 2014 was 1,173. So sabi niya daw, ang market or ang correction bottom is the 4x multiple from the all-time high. So that would say 1,100 times 4, which is 4,400. And let's try to look if we did got that. So the 4,400 area was around this part. So yeah, we did got a bottom out for that area for the 4x multiple. And then ang sabi niya na ngayon is 1.5x multiple of the previous all-time high will be the next bottom. So 1.5, and then kinoconsider natin yung law of diminishing return, which is yung diminishing ROI natin, diminishing return for the Bitcoin price as time passes by. So what is the so we have the all-time high of around 19,000. So what is the floor price following the 1.5x base multiple? So if that's the case, so let's use 19,000. Uh, it's not actually 19,000, it's 19,608. So 19,608 times 1.5. So that would indicate that our base price is around $30,000, roughly 30,000, 29 to 30. And we did actually get that kasi kung titingnan mo at around $29,000, we had that bottom out already. Ibig sabihin, nagawa na natin siya. So it's either we are either too late kasi tapos na tayo doon. Makita mo na ito, this area, nag-bottom out na tayo doon. It's either too late na tayo or pwede pa tayong bumalik doon. So, yun yung kailangan nyo tandaan, guys. So, that's our lowest possible area and that's our floor price for the Bitcoin market cycle. If history is any indication, guys. So, let's go back to this price action and let's see what's Bitcoin's doing. So, we are seeing a good move for Bitcoin and hopefully we can see what happens in the next few hours. Hey bro, is it worth waiting for a dip on Bitcoin or is it better to do cost average buying? You could actually do both. Kasi nga, sometimes there are patterns now which may form, and this is actually a good buying opportunity if we get a candle close or a confirmation above during a point of breakout, and if we did get a candle confirmation, that's a good buy signal. But if I were you, I would not go all in. I would also wait at the same time for a dip kasi usually when we get a big pump, remember na anything that goes up must go down. So it will always go down anytime soon. So you should be patient in buying palagi kasi the price the price can still go down regardless. As you can see, mag-start na tayo maging overbought sa ating early time frame. So in this case, I would actually now try to wait for a dip kasi kung titingnan mo din to, although tumaas tayo, nung nag-start tayo mag-oversold, makita mo dito sa price action na to, nag-oversold, nag-oversold na dito sa area na to. Nag-start na tayo mag-decline ng RSI. So that would indicate nagkaroon tayo ng bearish divergence habang tumataas. That would indicate na nagiging weak na yung coin. And that in that case, we would expect a trend reversal to the downside. So if you waited for the dip and you have been patient, makikita mo na bumaba ulit going down to this price. So that's why you should always wait for a dip. Kasi there will always be opportunities in the market. You just have to wait out. And if dito ka nag-buy, it's highly likely na maiipit ka dito sa possible price action natin. So do you sell lahat ng coins mo when you have reached the peak of the super cycle natin ngayon? Ako, lahat ng altcoins, isa-sell ko sila except for Ethereum. And then, for Bitcoin, kay Ethereum magtitira ako ng partial portion, pero kay Bitcoin, magtitira din. Pero most of it are going to be, the dollar cost average out ko sila. Ano yung input settings nyo sa RSI? Yung default RSI lang na dito. So, sa Binance, we have RSI, and then just click the relative strength index. Lalabas na yun. Cardano na daanan ko na kanina, so you just have to scroll back to the video. Meron na palang new candle. Nag-aabang pa tayo ng new candle at 8 a.m. both for the weekly time, both for the monthly. So let's look at the monthly. Yun yung abangan natin. See, we are waiting for the monthly candle and the daily candle for the Bitcoin price. Hmm. So ayun siya. We are getting solid green candles lately. Pero dito kay monthly wala pa. So let's see what will happen. While waiting for all-time high for Bitcoin, would you recommend na ilagay mo na lahat sa earn? I think lahat naman ng coins, as long as hindi pa siya nag-all-time high, okay siya na i-earn or i-stake kasi that would indicate na we still have a lot of room to grow pa for the coin. As long as we are not making all-time high, I think any staking is already a good move for a coin. As long as we are below the all-time high ha. Kasi ang general idea doon, the coin will always go up kasi nga pataas palagi si Bitcoin. It's just a matter of time on when it will go down. And to answer that, you have to follow the Bitcoin market cycle. Sir Gab, paano mo nalagay na parang yung ibang, parang tab yung ibang coins dyan? Ito guys is actually a Binance app. You can actually download this from the Binance website. So if you want to have this type of uh, view, pwede nyo siya i-download directly sa Binance. So let's also look while waiting for the weekly time, while waiting for the daily time frame. Let's look at the Ethereum to Bitcoin dominance. So the reason why we are following the dominance for Ethereum and Bitcoin is it indicates the performance of the coin. And if titingnan mo to, we are actually following a trend. If this is the logarithmic growth, if you're following the logarithmic chart, we actually receive a drop for Ethereum in the dominance, but we got a strong recovery at this area if we are following the logarithmic chart. So if we break this again and then umakit tayo ulit, we could see a stronger Ethereum price action ulit in the following days against Bitcoin. But if this is not the logarithmic chart, if yung normal chart na susundan natin, we are already mataas na yung performance ng Ethereum. So anywhere, any way how you want to put it, Ethereum is already performing well against Bitcoin. So ayun, titingnan mo, good performing coin na si Ethereum against Bitcoin. XRP. So for XRP, mm, hindi ko masasabi na good yung performance niya kasi if follow pa din natin si Fibonacci retracement, we are still inside this. This is the value na you should watch out for, the 1.14. So we should break this Fibonacci resistance of 1.14 if we want to confirm a pump for XRP. Nonetheless, you could actually scalp XRP kasi we are at the lowest point for XRP, and you could actually maximize the swing trading opportunities for XRP. I would not consider XRP for investment but for swing trading kasi maganda yung pump dump movement ni XRP for the past few years. So, makita mo yung kanyang pump and then dump, pump, dump. So we can actually get this pump. So ano yung mapapansin nyo guys, XRP is good for scalping and in short-term tradings, short-term, mid-term, and other type of swing trading opportunities. So yeah, if you want to see another XRP pump, we need to break the 1.47, the 1.14 price action. Let's look at DOT kasi si DOT, just like XRP and Ethereum, malaki din yung price action niya. So, so same goes with DOT. Ang pinakaiba lang kasi ngayon ni XRP at kay DOT. So DOT kasi nasa gitna ng reaccumulation phase. And then nahatak siya pababa ni Bitcoin. So, ayusin lang natin yung itsura ng chart. So, mapansin nyo guys, we went up significantly. And then we started our reaccumulation phase for Polkadot. Ang problem, naabutan tayo ng Bitcoin crash. So ito yung sinasabi ko guys na any type of technical analysis will be disrupted by Bitcoin kasi Bitcoin is king and Bitcoin controls the market kasi siya yung may pinakang mataas the market cap coin. So that's why you should always watch out for Bitcoin regardless kung anong coin ang gusto nyong i-follow. So Polkadot, any good anytime na bumili ka dito sa baba is already good for Polkadot kasi we are way below the reaccumulation phase area. So if bumili ka dito, you are already in a good buying area. So once we break again the resistance, so this is actually the resistance na we should watch out for, the $42 area. Na-break na natin siya at nag-start na dapat yung pump niya. Ang problem, nahatak nga ni Bitcoin. So yeah, sa ngayon, if I were you, I would consider doing long-term trading muna or mid-term trading. Puro swing trade. Scalping is not, it's not safe pa mag-scalp ngayon kasi nga si Bitcoin is very indecisive pa sa kanyang movement. Not unless we do or we go back around this area that you can start doing scalping again kasi nga puro panic traders pa tayo. And pag nag-stabilize na yung crypto fear and greed index natin, saka tayo ulit bumalik ng scalping or other short-term type of tradings. Open na monthly candle ng June. Wala pa. We are still waiting it. We are still waiting for the monthly candle and it's 7:53. Ilang minutes na lang siya. Tingin mo ba, boss, gagawa ng coin ang GCash since may crypto option na sila? Actually, tagal ko na nga iniisip yun eh. Kailan ba yan? Noong 2018. Kasi 'di ba 2017 ako nag-crypto. Noong 2018 na nag-start ako sa GCash. yung una kong inisip is, ang ganda niyang wallet for cryptocurrency. Kasi, 'di ba, if you're going to think about it, blockchain technology runs on, it's actually a distributed ledger na is online and it's a peer-to-peer network. And if you're going to look at how e-wallet works, it's actually peer-to-peer. Pinagkaiba nga lang, there's a circulation na nagkocontrol ng kanyang pera. So, I highly believe na Gcash can do cryptocurrency if nagkaroon sila ng, let's say, parang strong strong leader para i-push yun. I'm actually expecting Gcash to do cryptocurrency ever since 2018. And who knows, malay nyo, magawa nga nila ngayon. So, yeah, I'm really hoping for Gcash to do it. Buy and sell crypto, I'm not sure if gagawin nila. Kasi if magpa-buy and sell sila within Gcash, that's actually an app-intensive platform. They would have to separate the app from the trading platform itself. Kasi just like Coins.ph is an e-wallet and it's not a trading platform. If you want to trade with Coins.ph, you have to use Coins Pro, which is yun yung mas okay na price. So, what should we expect if nagkaroon si Gcash ng crypto, mas mahal pa rin ang spread niya kasi si Gcash ay isang e-wallet at hindi siya trading platform. So, yun yung kailangan nyo expect, guys. So, pwede kayo mag-send and receive ng crypto, but siguro ang mangyayari doon is parang Coins.ph siya, kakalabanin niya si Coins.ph. Question po, di ba sa DCA po, magdagdag ka po kapag pababa? Paano po mag-DCA kapag pataas na? So, buy na lang po every dip? I mean, hindi na reach yung previous DCA mo. So, what we want to do when doing a DCA movement is, let's say nag-drop siya. Let's say nag-DCA ka, 1, 2, 3. Nag-reach to, tapos ito hindi nag-reach. What I would do is, it's either that I would wait this one out, hayaan ko lang siya dyan, or I would wait for a point of breakout such as something like this. So those are the two options. And lastly, if walang nangyayaring pattern, wait for a dip na lang ulit. Abangan mo na lang siya or hayaan mo na lang siya talaga. So there are other DCA na pwede mong gawin, which is yung 50% ibabay mo na ngayon and then the other 50% hihintayin mo mag-dip. So yun yung mga ibang DCA strategies na pwede mo din gawin. Question, bibili ng ticket papuntang Pinas o pambili ng Bitcoin? Di ko alam, depende sa iyan. So we are actually seeing this good move for the Bitcoin price. And we are still not breaking this triangle. So let's not expect anything else pa other than a good entry. Ethereum is following this ascending triangle. And we are 2 minutes away. Ethereum to Bitcoin price. We are getting this upward movement. And if we did break this resistance for Ethereum, actually na-break na natin siya. So there's not much out to wait for. Actually, ito na lang yung nag-iisang resistance for Ethereum bago tayo mag-pump ulit. So we might actually pump we might actually see a pump for Ethereum, especially nga yung concept natin na first day of the month is a pump. So we just have to wait that one out. Would I get into any trade ngayon? No. I would not buy anything ngayon. Kasi nga, you guys all had the opportunity last week during the crash. If hindi kayo nakabili doon or hindi kayo bumili, you need to wait again for another dip or a good buying opportunity. Or you could DCA in, 50% ibili mo na ngayon, tapos yung other half, ipan DCA mo ulit sa lower price. So that's why I always keep saying on buy the dip, buy the dip. Kasi tingnan nyo yung nangyari ngayon. Nagkakaroon tayo ng possible 10 reversal, and if nag-buy kayo ng dip, ngayon pa lang, naka-profit na kayo. So that's the difference in waiting out for a confirmed move other than buying the dip. Meron din sila nagsasabi na ayaw mag-buy the dip. Gusto ko abangan yung lowest point. The problem with that is, let's say, ine-expect mo yung lowest point is 30K, which is yung karamihan nag-expect sa atin. And then what if hindi ka nag-buy the dip, inabangan mo lang yung lowest point, tapos ang nangyari kay Bitcoin is ganito. Tapos hindi na bumaba. So ano nangyari doon? Naiwanan ka sa baba at hindi mo nabili yung dip. So that's why you always dollar cost average at every position para just in case na hindi maabutan yung lowest point, may position ka pa din sa DCA level mo. So you should not be greedy when doing a DCA strategy. It's all about having a position in every scenario. So just like what we been keep on saying, the winners of the market are those who are considering each and every scenario for the Bitcoin price. And we now have our first candle close. Tingnan natin yung panic traders at the 1 minute time frame. So we actually went down for the first minute. Pero let's see what will happen and ano gagawin ng mga panic traders na to. So this is the first monthly candle. Ayan siya. And let's try to look what are the short term, what are the panic traders will do. So right now indecisive pa din siya kasi syempre first day. So ngayon indecisive pa din sila. Usually makikita mo yung talagang movement niya pag nag 5 minutes na eh. Kita nyo, first minute bagsakan lahat. Either nag-sell siguro sila at 8 a.m. This would actually now turn to green, if I'm correct. Yeah, nag-green nga siya. So we are getting this green candle for the first few minutes. Ang ganda nitong price movement na to ah. Kasi kung titingnan mo sa hourly, pump na siya dito sa hourly. Same goes with 4 hours, daily and other chart. Daily, magka-start na tayo mag-pump. So, puro solid green candles. Of course, Cardano, hatak siya dyan. And if you want to see the whole technical analysis for Cardano, you could just scroll back to this video. Nakapost naman yung replay nito. Same goes with Ethereum. BNB, we have not covered BNB nga pala, no? But for BNB, we are actually in this broadening wedge. And we are playing at the resistance areas ni BNB. So if you break this, of course, $200, $213 is a strong support. But sa ngayon, broadening wedge and andun tayo sa Fibonacci resistance niya. Fibonacci support na siya ngayon dahil previous resistance is now a support. But yeah, we are seeing, it looks like, yung sinasabi nating first day of the month pump is happening. But we still have a lot of ways to go, 23 hours to go pa. But yeah, so far so good. Especially, balik tayo kay 1 minute. Matic. Let's try to look at Matic. So for Matic, ito actually yung problem guys pag sobrang nag-pump na yung coin. So let's try to look at the moving average. The 21-week EMA, the bull market support band. If you're going to look at this, Matic is already oversold, overbought. Tingnan mo yung RSI niya, sobrang taas na. And then, sobrang taas na MACD niya. Ito yung MACD niya, sobrang taas na din. And then, we are already way off the bull market support band. So, this would indicate na Matic is about to do either a reaccumulation or it could correct. Kasi either way, it needs to go back to the bull market support band. Just like what happened here. So, sa ngayon, hindi na nagaganon. So, it's possible na Matic can still be stronger, pero let's be realistic, overbought na siya. And we expect a weaker move. Actually, tingnan din natin ngayon si RSI. Hindi ko lang kung napapansin niyo din to, pero I think we are forming a bearish divergence. Yes, actually, bearish divergence nga. So, tingnan nyo to guys. A bearish divergence is a trend reversal indicating na babagsak na ang coin. So, we have an increasing price. No, that's not a bearish divergence pala. Hindi pala. It's actually stable pa. Pero, tingnan nyo to guys. If nag-start na tayo mag all-time high ulit dito, masyadong mababa na si RSI. So, pag mababa na si RSI, that's the start of a bearish divergence. That would indicate that the coin is getting weaker by the day. And if it's getting weaker, that could indicate a possible trend reversal na. But who knows? Kasi masyado pa maaga para sabihin. Pero sa ngayon, Matic is already overbought. If I were you, I'd start taking profits anytime soon kasi if nag-play out ngayong gantong scenario na, that would indicate a dump for the short term. So yeah, abangan nyo yung possible dump nito kasi overbought na masyado si Matic. So I think we're doing good for the first open ng ating monthly candle. Best time frame po to look for divergence. Actually, you could check the divergence each time frame para ma-confirm mo. For example, it's better to have a divergence confirmation at almost all time frames. So for example, kay Bitcoin, nagkaroon tayo ng bearish divergence sa hourly, bearish divergence dito. So meron tayo sa hourly, pag titingnan mo si 4-hour chart, nag-form din tayo ng divergence dito sa area na to. Same goes sa daily. Kay daily hindi na masyado kita. Pero ito, habang palaki ng palaki yung time frame, the more na may makita kang divergence, the more na mas okay siya. So ito, magkaroon din tayo ng divergence. So ito may divergence siya dito na increasing yung price pero declining si RSI. Pag tinignan mo sa 4-hour chart, makikita mo din siya. So, as much as possible, the more na makita ka ng divergence, mas okay yun. So we are getting this good move for the Bitcoin price. And let's try to look at some of this tweet na pinost ko. May pinost ako na isang araw na dapat ma-hit to sa inyo. Hindi ko na ata siya makita. So anyway, the main point na gusto ko ipakita sana is people who are buying, people who said na nung time na nandun tayo sa peak, na sana nabili nila yung Bitcoin noong mura, they are the same people who are fearful in buying the dip. So if I were you, always buy the dip. So nonetheless, we are getting this good move for Bitcoin. So let's end the live in 5 minutes and abangan. And then this is actually just throughout the day. But so far, so good pa din tayo kay Bitcoin. Our first monthly candle close is now opening in green. And this is a good indication for our Bitcoin price action. But do note na June is known for having the lowest returns of for the crypto market for the whole year. So this can be a pump for the first few days, pero expect na we could try to expect as much as possible na weaker returns pa din tayo sa June. So take that time to accumulate more coins para if ever na we start pumping, we could actually consider and we could get the best possible price. So yeah, malakas yung pump natin ngayon kay Bitcoin. And we are actually starting to go with this triangle. If na-break natin to, that would start a possible breakout. If as much as possible, wait for a 4-hour candle confirmation dito. If you want to trade this one, this symmetric triangle. But do note na possible na hindi siya mag-play out kasi nga everything that is happening between this area are just noise. Sir, nagpa-pump ada, alam ko. Tandaan nyo guys, pag nagpo-pump si Bitcoin, nagpo-pump lahat ng coins. So tandaan nyo, tingnan nyo muna si Bitcoin bago kayo magtingin ng altcoins. Tingnan mo, pati si DOT, nagpo-pump. LTC, Litecoin, Cardano, Ethereum, BNB. Lahat sila magpo-pump as long as Bitcoin is pumping. Small green candle for BTC 1 month. Yep, we are currently seeing it. And let's see how far can we sustain this. Ganong katagal, ilan days ba natin ma-sustain yung pump niya. Pero I'm guessing na, mm, in my opinion, tingin ko, short-lived lang tong pump at mag-stay pa din tayo within the few days. Kasi nga, June is typically the month with the lowest return. Let's try to check nga the BTC Dominance. May nagsabi, dump daw si BTC Dominance. Wow. Actually, ang ganda ng dump niya ha. No wonder tumaas yung ibang coins, pati si Ethereum at Cardano. So this is a good sign for altcoins. As long as we are dumping, this would indicate that altcoins will pump stronger than Bitcoin. Pero we have to watch this one out. Kailangan niya ma-break muna to. If hindi, altcoins will be weaker against Bitcoin if hindi natin to na-break. So, possible na baka mag-move siya ng ganyan. Pero if na-break natin siya, we could see a stronger altcoins going down. So anyway, let's end the video here for now. So thanks guys for watching the video, and if you find this video useful, please give this video a like. Yun lang yung hinihingi ko dito for the video, and tandaan nyo guys, hindi ako naghihingi ng payment. So if may lumapit sa inyo na naniningil, do know na we don't accept any payment dito sa channel or any type or any part dito sa group. Walang payment dito. It's all free. So wala kayong expect na babayaran talaga. And if you want to follow any of our social media platform, we have Twitter, Telegram group, we have a Discord server, and our Facebook group. Link is in the description below. And if you want to see more contents like this, please subscribe for more and see you in the next video. Have a good day, guys. Bye-bye.